Alright, so obviously all of our focus lately has been on Gerrit Cole, and rightfully so. If you're a Yankees fan and you want to see Gerrit Cole in pinstripes, things are looking pretty good right now. But there is some other news that we do have to talk about, and it's some good news depending on your point of view. I think most Yankee fans will be pleased by this. What I am talking about is that Jon Heyman and now many others have reported that the Yankees have made a contract offer to Brett Gardner. And yeah, I know this was very expected. I think we all assume Brett Gardner will be back in pinstripes. But I do want to make a quick little video and just talk about how I feel about the situation, how I feel about Brett Gardner. And I also want to hear your guys' opinion too, so make sure you do drop a comment down below on whether or not you want Brett Gardner re-signed for the 2020 season. And also, if you're not already a subscriber, make sure you do subscribe now, as this is the #1 channel on the platform for Yankees content. But yeah, so let's just roll right into the video. So Brett Gardner last year had a career year in 2019. So after having a down 2018, the Yankees brought Brett Gardner back on a 1-year deal worth $7.5 million. And a lot of people were pretty disgruntled at this, including myself. The only way I was okay with the move at the time is if Brett Gardner was going to be a fourth outfielder for the team, and it didn't turn out to be the case. But early on in the 2019 season, the Yankees had injuries dealt to Stanton, to Judge, to Aaron Hicks. So Brett Gardner obviously got a lot of playing time. He totaled 141 games, and in those 141 games, he hit .251 with a .325 on-base percentage, a .503 slugging. Yes, Brett Gardner had a .503 slugging percentage. That is insane. 28 home runs, a .117 OPS plus, stole 10 bags, 4 WAR season, 5 defensive runs saved. He had himself a career year for most statistics. Now, the most eye-catching one would definitely be the 28 home runs. Now, this is a little bit tough because obviously the balls were juiced in 2019. There's no denying that whatsoever. And if you don't believe that, let me just put it into context simply like this. So in 2018, the Yankees broke the single season record for home runs by a team. 267 home runs. That was a lot of home runs. It was insane. In 2019, 4 teams broke that record. 2 teams had over 300 home runs. The balls were juiced. There's no denying it. I'm not sure there's any deniers out there, but if there are, take your head out of the gutter. This milk's already spilled. The balls were juiced in 2019. So obviously that kind of skews the 28 home runs that Brett Gardner hit. And that has me a little bit concerned heading into 2020, assuming the Yankees do bring him back, which honestly it seems like they will. And the reason for that is we don't know if there's going to be juice balls or not in 2020. It's been rumored and speculated that in the 2019 postseason they ditched the juice balls, and they very well may do so in 2020 for the regular season. So that brings up the question, what kind of performance are we going to get from Brett Gardner in 2020? Definitely not 28 home runs, that's for sure. However, his career high prior to 2019 was 21 home runs back in 2017, which isn't all that far off from 28, but still pretty big difference. So that is a question mark surrounding Brett Gardner heading into 2020. Now, one gripe I would have with his 2019 season, juice balls or not, his on-base percentage was pretty low. .325, that's not great, especially Brett Gardner. He's been a high on-base guy, or like a decently high on-base guy. That really took a hit in 2018. He had a .322 on-base, which isn't good, and it really did not improve in 2019. So if we're ditching juice balls, power number's going to go down. His on-base certainly isn't going to go up, so that is a cause for concern. But I'm not advocating that the Yankees shouldn't sign Brett Gardner. I actually think they definitely should, and there's a couple of reasons for that. The biggest one would be that Aaron Hicks, he's going to miss a lot of time in 2020. He's getting Tommy John surgery if you didn't hear, so the Yankees right now are without a center fielder. That's reason number one, and really the big reason, the main reason. Also, it's leadership. CC Sabathia just retired. That's a big clubhouse presence gone out the door. Didi Gregorius, love him or hate him, I don't want him back, but I appreciate all the things he did as a Yankee. He was a well-respected and clearly a big clubhouse presence for the Yankees. And he's most likely seen his last days in pinstripes. So that's 2 big leaders right out the door. I don't think the Yankees want to make it 3. And finally, even without the juice balls and he's heading into his age 36 season, I still believe Brett Gardner holds some value for the Yankees. He's still a plus defender, and it's not like you expect him to bat leadoff anymore. We have DJ LeMahieu for the #1 spot. Brett Gardner could literally hit 9. Put him out in center field while Aaron Hicks is out, and then hopefully he'll slash maybe .250, get on base around 34% of the time, steal you 10 bags like he did in 2019, and then once Hicks returns, just make him a 4th outfielder. The way I see it, if the Yankees do re-sign Brett Gardner, here's my outfield alignment. Right field, obviously Aaron Judge, who I'm getting a tattoo of, by the way, in about 2 weeks. Center field, Brett Gardner. Left field, Mike Tauchman, who is very underrated. He's great defensively, has a good bat. Let him play 140, 150 games. He's going to be really good for the Yankees. And then at the DH spot, Giancarlo Stanton, who's also going to have a big year. And then once Hicks is back, injuries will probably work this problem out anyways, but you stick Hicks in center, obviously Judge still in right field. Left field, you can either have Brett Gardner, Mike Tauchman, or Giancarlo Stanton. By then, it'll be like July or August. The situation will have resolved itself by then. Somebody will be on the IL. I'm sure somebody's going to shit the bed. What I'm trying to say is it'll figure itself out by then. But the Yankees do need a center fielder for about 3 to 4 months at least. Brett Gardner easily is that guy. Now, he is going to make more than $7.5 million that he did make in 2019. I would say somewhere around the $10 to $11 to $12 million range, but still, that's really no problem for the Yankees. I'd much rather have them put that money to Brett Gardner rather than say Didi Gregorius, who they don't need. They can just slide Gleyber Torres over to shortstop. So yeah, to wrap up everything that I've said in this video, Brett Gardner is not going to be the same without juice balls in 2020. But I think he's exactly what the Yankees need. Sign on to another one-year deal, stick him out in center field for about 4 months, then you can just make him a fourth outfielder. Have him be a defensive replacement, maybe have him be a pinch runner, even though he's not as fast as he used to be. He's still got some good legs on him for a 36-year-old. I think it's very clear that the need is there for Brett Gardner, and to be honest, the Yankees are going to re-sign him. I think that's known between me, between you guys. I think we know Brett Gardner will be a Yankee in 2020. So yeah, that's going to wrap up this video. Now what I want you guys to do is, like I said before, drop a comment down below with your opinion. Do you want Brett Gardner back for the 2020 season? And also, quick announcement, I'm going to start Twitch streaming PS4, MLB The Show. It's going to be casual, it's going to be simple. We're just going to play some MLB, Yankees obviously, talk about baseball, talk some offseason, talk about whatever you want to talk about. It's going to be chill, going to be low-key. Hope you guys are excited for that. Dan Allen Rourke on Twitch. Go subscribe to me or follow me, whatever it's called. I'll put a more formal announcement about this later on. But for now, that's the only information that I got. At Dan Allen Rourke on Twitch. Go subscribe. And also, if you don't follow me on social media, follow me at Dan Allen Rourke on Twitter, at Dan Allen Rourke on Instagram, Yankees Avenue on Instagram, NYY Home Runs, NYY Video, all that on Instagram. A bunch more down in the description below. All this is, of course, part of Rourke Media. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Let's go Yankees.
Her body's gold like September. She burns through the night like an ember. And all those things we try forgetting, I remember. But we say we all fine, we all fine. Sunny day dreams and we up now. Vodka lemonade, I serve it up, it goes down. 75 degrees in a dope sound. All you need to live fine, to live fine. A little sunshine, cause she need it. A dose of rainfall in the evening. The waves crash down and we feel them. Say here's to the nights we steal them. And I'll be running cause I figured out, the more I slow down, the less I get out. And if we fall, let's be strong now. Moving along, we don't